So it's been a little bit since I made a video in this series of my guitar progress or my guitar journey. I totally forget what I even called it. But today is a very exciting day. Well, you're gonna see it the day after I film this. But I finally bought my first ever electric guitar. No, obviously that's acoustic, and no, it's not this beginner Fender Squirrel thing mini that we've had for years. It sounds like garbage. But it's a new guitar that I will show in just a minute. It means a lot to me for many different reasons that I will go into. Today is June 12th, and you'll see this on June 13th because I already have my video for today posted, but I'm really excited. This will really kind of help me with my guitar playing because a lot of the songs, a lot of the music I listen to, it's just all rock, but a lot of it is heavy electric stuff, you know, rock and metal, lots of Black Sabbath, lots of, I don't know, like grunge, you know, a lot of the grunge stuff. And not only did I buy a guitar, but I also bought an amp. And the thing is that this is like, I bought part of it, but like it's also partially, well, mostly my birthday present, even though my birthday is in November. It's like a very early one here. This is gonna be a very fun video, so I think it's finally time to unveil the guitar I bought. There it is, folks, and it also has the greatest guitar strap of all time. Fucking strap is tangled. That's it with the amp off, and yeah, it is a Epiphone Les Paul model. I guess that's what you would call it. I think it's a 60s sunburst, something, tobacco, something. I don't remember exactly, and I apologize for the terrible lighting down here. There really is no good spot for it. But I got this today, and I would really like to show it off on YouTube because it is such an important thing. I'll have this guitar forever, honestly, because I mean, look at it. It's it's a Les Paul. I mean, it's not like a Gibson Les Paul, but it's an Epiphone Les Paul, and it has the look of something that obviously Slash, Guns N' Roses, my favorite guitarist, would play, or Jimmy Page, another one of my favorite guitarists, or Billy Joe Armstrong, obviously. You know, I'm wearing a Green Day shirt. I love Green Day, and this will really help me kind of take my playing to the next level by actually being able to play the songs, you know, I love, because I always play it on acoustic, and it's a very good acoustic guitar. It's not that one, although I have used that one, which is like a Yamaha, and it's like a very good one, and I still will use it. Like, it's still gonna sit in my room, whereas this is in the basement. But this one just feels so special, and for the amp too, it is a Fender Mustang GTX 50. I think that's what it's called, and it has so many settings, like almost 200 settings on it of like different styles. I'll run you through some of them, or at least the ones that I'm using right now, and just kind of show you it. And for those who are wondering, like, this style of guitar is supposed to be heavier, and yeah, it definitely is, but I don't really mind. I kind of like the feel of it. I like the thicker sound it brings. Like, obviously that shows nothing. It's going to sound very different through the amp, and I don't have my microphone that I use for my normal videos down here, but I'm just going to use my actual camera here, and I'm going to set my phone on top of the amp, and then I'll just use the sound from there and the video from here, you know. But I'll go turn the amp on. I'll show you kind of how it works through here. So here it is. The switch is on the back, just back here. You flip it on. It takes a minute for it to come on, but there it says Fender. I apologize for the frame rate. It definitely changes when I go to my phone. It takes a minute to load up. There's a Mustang GTX thing. It shows it there. There's 50. It just takes a minute to load. And you have all these different settings. All this. And then here's the one. This is the one I've been mostly using. You can already hear a little bit of the gain. And there's all these different things that I could run you guys through if you'd like me to. I might in this video, and then some random picks that are just here. But this is the classic rock setting. And now I will show you what it sounds like. I don't know if you're ready for this. Here it is, me just strumming with no chord, just open everything. Just sounds incredible, and that's just one of the settings. That is the classic rock setting on here. It's the second setting that at least is on this one. There are plenty of other settings, but if I just were to play a power chord, you'll hear a little bit of the drums rattling in the back, my dad's old drums, but like play a bar chord, you have the dreaded bar chord. I think this is F or F sharp. Like, it just really, like, the overdrive, everything is so awesome. This is only one setting. This is not, obviously not sponsored. I'm just really excited to show you. But it also makes, like, the simplest songs or riffs sound much better. Like Come As You Are by Nirvana. I hope this video doesn't get taken down. I could just add to it more. Obviously, the actual riff is, you know, there's a lot of chorus on it. It sounds very different, but it just, I don't know, but it just sounds so awesome. And like, you strum something like just a G chord, like if I were to start off Ziggy Stardust, it's just like, that just sounds so cool. Obviously, like, just sounds so cool. I just love kind of the overdrive thing. But I'll show you a few more of the settings that I at least have tried today. So here we just have the Mustang GT50. It says Fender right there, and then we have the input that goes into obviously the guitar, the gain, the volume, the treble, the mid, the middle, whatever you want to call it, the bass, the reverb, and the master that really overpowers it. And then these three things kind of help you choose between these three levels. Like if you want to edit, you can go in and kind of edit these. I'll show an example on one of the other settings. I'll just kind of go back here into the empty ones, which I kind of just started messing around with, but it says empty obviously. And let's say I go into this one and I press here, it brings up the settings. So if I were to turn the gain, you can see it definitely moving on there. And then this little thing comes up over here to save, and you get a menu, and then it has a tuner built into it. I just typically use my phone because it's easier, but I probably should start using that. And then I'll go over, save it, sure. And then just save, you just use this thing kind of to go around, and I just joined that. But basically it starts off with this twin reverb, clean, classic rock, country twang, sweet sugar, uber metal I really like, obviously. There's so many, like I'll just kind of fly through them very quickly. There's some like simulations for acoustic guitar. A lot of them I haven't even tried out. I'm gonna be completely honest. I like this Hell's Gate sound. It just has such a, you know, a really rough and not even grungy, but just like aggressive sound that I think is just so kick-ass. Master of Mullets, I also really love, just the name, everything. There are so many settings here that, like, honestly, I go like this and just look at how many there are. It is insane how many there are. And again, I haven't even tried them all out, but I will definitely show you some more that I really like. There's a lot more that I really like, and my phone keeps like saying storage full, which is fair because I have like a million things on it, but that's why it keeps cutting between them. But like even this one is just a bright, clean sound. I'm just gonna play it from here. Play E minor. Just go between like an even simpler G. That's just on the bright, clean sound, it says, and I hope I'm not blowing out the speakers here. I know the audio definitely changed, but just for the sake of my phone. But this one's pretty cool. It's called the Pot. It is setting number 188, and you can hear that. So that's pretty cool. But just, it's just so much like big fuzz pedals basically. And I don't even have any foot pedals to, Jesus, switch in between them yet, so that's just kind of my reason. Don't worry, I will not play the full thing. And you can actually even edit the settings, I guess, like the presets basically in them. Like I just went to the empty ones just because I didn't want to mess up what the other ones sounded like. This one is the Uber Metal one. It is setting number 5 here. I've been messing around with this one, playing like some Black Sabbath, you know? Bend sounds so cool in here, and yes, I'm still working on my playing again. I just learned that one recently. That's just the opening. But like on our old electric guitar that I guess we still have, it was plugged into an acoustic amp, so there was none of that. That's just me chugging with it basically covered. It never sounded like that. You heard some of it maybe on like TikTok or Instagram, but I never really liked the sound of it. I mean, it's wrong, so I guess that's it. But like for me, I mean like to the trained musicians, I guess, or trained guitar players watching this, you're probably just like, oh, you know, that doesn't sound too cool. But to me, just hearing this, like that's just so badass, let's be honest. I'll just do one quick strum on this Hell's Gate thing, just kind of think it's so cool, and then I'll show you Master of Mullets, because I love that setting. This is, I'll just do a basic power chord. Like the fiery feeling of it, it's so awesome. Alright, here is Master of Mullets. You can probably hear this guitar more so than the amp because my phone and stuff. But just switching back to that uber metal setting, like you can even play riffs that, I mean, seem like they are the easier riffs, you could say, but they just sound so cool. I'm gonna play some riffs that are gonna piss people off here, but oh well. Yeah, like you play something like Enter Sandman, yes, you can hear the drum there, and I know it's more of a clean sound at the start. So it's chugging along, you know, the down picking. Metallica does a lot. But again, I'm more so just exploring the metal and rock sounds, like the grungy, big fuzz pedal kind of sounds of it. And this shirt is a little big, so it hasn't been washed yet, so that's why I keep pulling it over. Like, you know, you hear the guitar like this, sounds cool. You hear it in this hair metal, you know, setting. Come on, that's awesome. And finally, I'm gonna play a song that it's one of the most famous riffs of all time. It's one of the greatest, I think. It's by a band that I've been really getting into. I hope to make some videos on them very soon. It's gonna piss a lot of people off because it's like one of, if not the first riff you learn. I only learned it recently. I just looked at the tab, but then the tab was wrong because this is a standard tuning version of it. But here it is. And then since I don't have a foot pedal, I just go over and switch it. And then, you know, I would absolutely rock out to this song because no matter what anyone says, it is awesome. That's all. Once again, thank you all for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. I know it's kind of different when it comes to this series because it's more so about my playing, but I feel like this is such an important update. And yes, I have learned more riffs. I've learned more songs. One by Metallica is another one I've learned. I posted a TikTok about it. It was acoustic, and I'll make full videos on them when I learn the full things. I can't exactly post every song because of copyright reasons, and I'm still working on getting the tone of a lot of songs. For like Green Day, I was trying to learn Jesus of Suburbia, and just because it's like one of the greatest songs I've ever heard, but I still have to like nail the tone. I'm still trying to get the Fender Tone app to connect to the amp. I'm having little issues with that, but this guitar feels amazing. It looks like, just look at that. I'll do another kind of overview of it. It looks incredible, it feels incredible, it's kind of hefty, and I'll give you one more riff before I go. Thank you all for watching. Tell me what you think of this guitar. If you have anything similar to it, if you have any tips. I use a lot of Marty music. That's my main thing. Like, he's just the greatest guitar teacher ever. And thank you all for watching. Tell me your favorite guitar riff, heavy guitar riff, in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.